The spirit of adventure is alive and well in every single one of us. While that might look different for different people, I think we can all agree that nature and the outdoors lies at the very heart of an almost infinite variety of adventures that we could all explore and enjoy in one form or another. I recently had the privilege of accompanying a friend and a coworker of mine on his journey to wrap up the completion of climbing all the 14ers in Colorado, which are 54 in total. I was honored to go along with him on this adventure because it is known as arguably one of the most unique backpacking adventures in Colorado. What makes this trip so special is really the overall experience itself, which is quite unique among climbing the 14ers around Colorado. I'm referring to the Chicago Basin between Durango and Silverton in the Weminuche wilderness area deep in the heart of the San Juan Mountains. I've always loved the San Juans for their rugged and unique beauty. And when I realized that I had the opportunity to finally go do this trip, I naturally jumped at the chance. I especially liked the idea of going with someone more experienced than myself on this incredible trip, and I also didn't want my friend to go solo. He's more than capable, but it's always a good idea to have somebody else with you for a number of reasons. Part of what makes this trip so unique is the remote nature and the access into this area. While it can be accessed by hiking alone, it is a very long way by foot, to be certain. We opted to ride the Durango-Silverton narrow gauge railroad out into this remote area where they drop you off to hike up into the basin. This is limited to 40 people per day as of 2025, and so there is a steady stream of hikers coming in and out of the basin on any given day. This hike is roughly 6 miles from where the train drops you off, and it's about 3,000 vertical feet of climbing to get there. It is a challenging hike to be sure, mainly because you have to carry a backpack with all of your gear and your food. And we had planned to stay for 5 days, so we had significant weight to carry, which adds to the challenge. People travel from everywhere to do this epic and popular backpacking trip, and it's one I will always remember as one of my favorite adventures. From the train ride itself to the beautiful scenery from beginning to end, to the wonderful people that we met throughout our trip. It was truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity from my perspective, and I'm so glad that I was able to do this. I really wanted to share this adventure with you, and so I took lots of photos and video to document and share it. And it's a great resource for someone interested in doing this themselves, or to just live vicariously through us. Either way, it's a chance to see what this was like from someone else's perspective. Thank you to my friends and my family who humor me and encourage me to share my adventures. I still have a lot to learn about putting these videos together in a way that captures just how fun and amazing these outdoor adventures can be. And Mom, I know you worry about me when I do these things, but I hope you know that I always take these trips very seriously, and safety is always my top concern and priority. I do not ever take outdoor adventures lightly, and nobody ever should. But I know that you also understand how much nature and the outdoors have always meant to me. It's just part of who I am and something that I must do. Thank you for supporting me despite your valid concerns. I should also note that in some of my footage I misspoke, referring to both sunlight and then also sunshine peaks. And just to clarify, the peaks that we climb in this video are Sunlight Peak, which is 14,059 feet, Windom Peak, which is 14,082 feet, and Mount Eolus, which is 14,083 feet. Sunshine Peak is indeed a 14er, but it's located near Lake City, Colorado, so sorry for any confusion for those of you who know this. I'm not sure why I kept interchanging them when I was speaking, but I did. This is a trip I highly recommend to anybody that loves outdoor adventures. I don't personally chase the completion of all the 14ers around the state, but for those of you who do, you will find yourself here at some point regardless. I believe I've only done about 9 of them so far in total, but these ones that here in the basin were very fun and unique, to be certain, and I love the remoteness of the area. I love the train ride out and just the overall experience, which was just really fun and unique. I do recommend a few things to those interested in taking a trip such as this. The first being packing carefully to avoid unnecessary weight, and the careful consideration of the appropriate gear, and also adhering to just leave no trace principles. These are all important elements that need to be thought about to avoid unnecessary issues that can have a big impact on your experience as well as the experience of others. A couple of other things worth mentioning are, one, the availability of camping spots. There are many spots available up in the basin, and this shouldn't be an issue. You may have to wander around a little bit to find yours, but there are plenty to be had, and you will be able to find something that you like from what I saw while I was up there. You may have to hike up further into the basin in some cases, but it's wide open with lots of options. You might just want to be mindful of dead standing trees because there is a lot of dead timber there from the beetle kill. When you're setting up your camp, you just don't want any of these falling on you, so just think about that. It's kind of a long shot, but it can happen, especially with wind and storms. Also, don't set up your tent in a low area that might accumulate water. No need to wake up in a pool of water if that can be avoided. Secondly, be careful when route finding using the cairns. Like many of the 14ers in Colorado, there are far too many cairns that point hikers and climbers in multiple directions. I recommend carefully studying your routes beforehand using like a reliable resource such as Colorado 14ers by Gerry Roach. Just be aware that many of the cairns that you see could take you off into different directions. Take the time to know your route and carefully consider all of your choices as you work your way up these peaks so that you don't get yourself in any questionable situations or routes. And you don't want to stray too far from the well-known and recommended routes. This will help to keep you safe and it'll keep your trip and your climbs more enjoyable. So, with all of that, let me take you along on my epic adventure in the beautiful Chicago Basin, deep in the heart of the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope it inspires you to get outdoors and experience your own epic adventure. Hey guys, morning. I'm here at the Durango Silverton train depot. We're getting ready to load up on our train and head out for our backpack trip up into the Chicago Basin for a week of backpacking and we're going to try to do 3 14ers. So anyway, we're here at the train station. I'm just waiting for my friend Marcus and we're going to load up our stuff and head out. But just thought I'd check in with you here and yeah, we'll go see what we can do. Yeah, you wouldn't want to roll off here. It is beautiful. How cool. This is awesome. Dang. Well, we're about halfway up this trail. Man, it's really hard. Yeah, it's a lot of elevation gain and it's big mountains. But anyway, yeah, just thought I'd check in. It's a really cool trail, but hard. All right, I'm just getting up into the basin here. I still got a little ways to go, I think, but we're getting pretty close. And man, it's beautiful up here. It's just insane. These mountains are insane. Look at that. But pretty cool. I'm so tired. I started cramping too in my quads. That made it pretty hard. So I got out my poles, which are really handy for that, and was hiking with those, and it's better. I just have to rest a little more, but I'm almost there. Marcus is up ahead of me. I'll catch him soon. We'll go check in back with you here in a bit.
naturally it started raining the second we got here. Like as soon as we started setting up our tents, it started sprinkling, and now it's raining on us a little bit. It's not too bad, but it does look like it might be socking in a little bit. So we'll see. There was a 50% chance of rain today. So, but then it gets better after this. So hopefully it'll work for us to do the 14ers. But we're just here, and I'm setting up my sleeping gear and sitting in my tent for a minute and relaxing. It's nice. I'm so glad to take that pack off and to be able to rest for a little bit. It's like 3 o'clock. I think it took us 4 hours to get here. So 6 miles, 3,000 feet of elevation gain. Here comes the rain, but yeah, we're here. It's awesome, and it was really, really beautiful on the way. So anyway, just checking in. See you again soon. All right, we made it to camp. We got all set up. The rain kind of mellowed out. Check this out, man. It's awesome. We got a cool camp too. I'll just kind of pan it around. You can kind of see back in the background are some of the 14ers we're doing. They're hard to see from here, but anyway, we made it up here. It was awesome. It was really hard. That was a tough hike, I gotta say. I had a tough time with that, but it was a really heavy pack, and it's a pretty steep incline. You're just gaining a lot of altitude, but it's slow and steady was great. And then once I used my poles, it actually worked really nice.
Well, it's 5 a.m. on Labor Day, and we're getting up to go do 2 14ers today. We're gonna do Sunlight Peak and Mount Eolus, and so yeah, it's pretty early. I'm just getting ready. It's still dark out. We're gonna start our approach here early in the morning and get off of those 2 by noon. So yeah, it's a big day. There's like 4,000 feet of elevation gain between the 2, and yeah, so we're gonna get ready. We're gonna have some breakfast and coffee, and then we're gonna hit the trail. So I just thought I'd shoot a quick little video on our way out and getting ready. So wish me luck. All right, man, we made it to the lakes. We're up at about 12,400 feet, I think, but it's beautiful. Look at this. This is insane. Look at some of these big peaks. Yeah, and then we got these high mountain lakes. Look at the reflection on the lake. It's just beautiful. And then all of these, and right up there, dead center is where we're headed. That's sunlight. Yeah, pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful.
Hey everyone, I'm up here on Sunshine Peak. I'm not standing on the summit. I just came over to check out this little hole that kind of goes off into the valley. Check that out. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I'm up at about almost 14,000 feet, right around there. Yeah, actually have a look. Let's pan around and you guys can have a look at this of where I am. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. That's all I can say. But yeah, it's been a heck of a climb to get up to here. It's been pretty awesome. Just thought I'd share some with you. Check out these guys over on the spire over here. Sunshine Spire, isn't that cool? They climbed up that dang thing. That's pretty gnarly given where we are. I mean, this is a pretty big valley, as you can see. Pretty epic, huh? Nice. All right, we made it to the top of Mount Windom, I guess, Windom Peak. So, yeah, we're standing up top. I'm up here with Mr. Marcus. Beautiful, just stunning. It's pretty crazy.
Let's say high five.
I know. I just want to kind of do around
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And then
Almost
that's
gotta
the
get one of
summit
those,
right
too.
there behind me. So, yeah, pretty impressive. We did it all. It's noon. So we left at what, 6:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did pretty good.
Cool.
These guys are getting ready to walk by these mountain guides. Let's see if they actually scatter. I think they will. Look at this valley, dude. Dang. Good morning. It's 6 a.m. here in the wilderness, or maybe 6:30. We were just getting up to get ready to go do another 14er this morning. And it's funny, those mountains behind me, those aren't even 13,000 feet. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we're going to go climb Mount Eolus today. We did Sunlight Peak and Windom Peak yesterday, which was really fun. But we're going to go attempt one more today. Hopefully my muscles will let me. I'm so sore and tired. But I'm going to go try to knock this out. For Marcus, he really needs this one, and then he's only got one left, and he'll have all the 14ers done, which is remarkable. But we got 2 of them done yesterday, so that was good. And it's been an awesome trip. And then tomorrow we'll have a free day. We can just relax, and then we'll pack out on Thursday. It's been pretty awesome. So anyway, just checking in, a little addition for my video here, and I'll talk to you guys again here soon. All right, Marcus is going for it. That's pretty scary. I'm not doing it. It's too much. It's beyond my comfort level because you got to climb up that to the right. You can see there's somebody over there on it. Ooh, yeah, that's slow going up that, man. And that little piece in the middle, it's called the catwalk. You got to kind of navigate over that and then up that ridge. It's pretty gnarly. A little more than I want. And then look at this view out over here.
Isn't that awesome? It's spectacular. Beautiful day too. We're a little late in the day. We started a little late. It's 11 now. I'd like to be heading down, but it'll take Marcus an hour to get over there. And then we'll head down once he gets back. But anyway, just checking in. All right, I made it to the summit of Mount Eolus. You can see the marker right on that rock right there. But yeah, I'm up here. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, it's an insane view, but just awesome. It's been a really cool experience. I've had a lot of fun. And yeah, just wanted to share some of it with you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Well, we did it, 3 14ers in 2 days, and that's pretty impressive. I've never done 2 14ers in one day, but we did get it done. I just did Mount Eolus, and my friend just did the South Peak, but it's gnarly. Look at this over here. Look at all that. I mean, that's crazy. I wasn't about to do that. It was just too technical for me. I don't feel comfortable with it. So I opted to do the North Peak instead. And they're both 14,000 feet, so it's great. We both kind of got what we wanted. And it was just an epic trip. I mean, the views in this valley are insane. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? It's just amazing. So beautiful. And then off this side, it just drops off into this crazy valley. Just killer. So fun. You know, I think most people... Oh shit. I hear rocks falling. Shit. Uh-oh. That's gnarly. What's going on over there? I hope they're okay. You guys all right? Yeah, I think they're good. I see Marcus. Oh man, scary. It's dangerous in the outdoors, right? You got to be careful. And they're on a pretty precarious slope. I wasn't about to do that myself, but they're very experienced, and I think they'll do fine. Just a good example of being careful. You know, safety out here is paramount. I mean, you got to be really careful, and it's good to have someone with you that's experienced, and it's also good to pay close attention to the weather, because that's your next biggest concern, which also plays into safety. Safety is huge, but I also encourage you to get out and do this stuff, even though it seems scary and intimidating. Get out and do something amazing, because there's just nothing better than getting outdoors. Everyone benefits from it. Everybody's capable of more than they think, and it's what Outdoor Informed is all about, encouraging you to go out and find that for yourself. I just think you can all benefit from it, and I know I sure have so much in my life, and that's why I want to share it with you. But I'm just so happy to be here with you, share this little moment with you. You guys are awesome. Peace. Much love to you. Some ptarmigans out here.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
I gotta turn my camera on.
Oh look, he's actually starting to molt. The one on the left is turning white underneath.
Yeah, right. I saw him when he shuffled his wings around a little bit. It was super white under there.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
You got the video?
Yeah, I'm getting some video. I just don't see him a whole bunch up close. So. They're all playing. That's funny. All chasing each other, goofing around. That's pretty fun. Huh. Uh-huh.
coming up this way, huh? And now he's going to go around the outside.
Jeez.
Now he's coming back up the hill.
You need to stay away, dude.
What say? Don't think he's going to.
Stay back. Dang, that thing is like not
Like I said,
messing.
he's quite fascinating.
Now he's gonna go over to their camp. Jeez.
He's a little aggressive in some ways.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, it's Wednesday morning and we're done. We're gonna pack up here shortly and pack out of here. Man, it's been an epic adventure and my hair looks awesome. Don't you love my hair? Isn't it killer? After 3 days of camping, yeah, I feel like a grubby mess. I can't wait to go take a shower. But that's part of backpacking, and it's just fun. We had a great time. What a fun trip. It was such an honor to come with Marcus, help him finish up his 14ers. He's only got one left, and he's done with all of them, and that's impressive. So it was really fun to come with him and just hang out, and I learned some things from him, which is cool. He knows a lot more about climbing and mountaineering, and he definitely taught me some things that will be useful for me in the future. And that's always good to learn something. And that's one of the great reasons to go with somebody experienced. You can always learn something, and we can all always learn more. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, we're going to pack it up here soon and head out. And just thought I'd quickly do a little video here before we do that. And yeah, I'll check in again once we get back down to the train and head out. I don't think it is.
So there you have it. This was an epic outdoor adventure that I absolutely loved. And as difficult as it was really incredibly satisfying and enjoyable. You know, the spirit of adventure lives in all of us, and I want to encourage you to get out there and experience your own adventure. It doesn't have to be this ambitious to be rewarding. You can always scale your adventures to your comfort level and your ability. The important thing is that you take the time and actually make it happen. Don't get caught on the hamster wheel of life feeling like you just don't have the time. None of us feel like we have the time. But the truth is that we have to prioritize these kinds of things, even if we can only do them once in a very short while, you know. And for me, I love the physical challenge of outdoor sports because it keeps me active and healthier than I would be otherwise. And I place a really high importance on that in my own life. I'm not any mountaineer by any means. In fact, I prefer mountain biking and just simple hiking over most things. And I'm usually out hiking somewhere to just go fly fishing so that I can just enjoy the outdoors and clear my mind once in a while. And I just find that really helps in my life, and I'm sure it would for you as well. We can all benefit from that, including you. I did enjoy mixing it up a bit and challenging myself, and I was rewarded with an experience that I will certainly never forget. I'm left with an unmistakable sense of accomplishment for pushing a little outside of my own comfort zone, and you can do that too. Never underestimate yourself and what you're capable of. I've always loved the saying, collect experiences, not things. Our experiences will always live on with us, but things are fleeting and rarely add the kind of value to our lives or our character that great experiences can do. I'll end with a simple question for you. What would add more value to your life? experiences, or material things? I encourage you to think about that and go out and put it to the test for yourself. Much love, everyone, and I'll see you out on the trail.